morning. Thank you for being here. My name is Miriam Toro, and I just wanted to let you know that I want to thank you for coming today to my class. The restroom is going to be outside on the left, and I will want to ask you please to keep up your phones off. And after that, we're just going to assign everybody in and get started. Why Pravana? Why not? Pravana hair care and color products are always free of parabens, sulfites, and sulfates, and cocamide, DEA, formaldehyde, and many other ingredients. Company philosophy. The name Pravana is derived from an ancient Sanskrit which translates to the source of all things. And we're going to be drawing the color wheel. We're going to go basic, but that's what we need to understand the hair color. So I want everybody to please follow me. I'm going to make the circle, and we're going to name our three primary colors. So our three pure colors will be our primary colors. So these colors will be, does anybody wants to share with me? Okay, thank you. Well, our primary colors will be our blue, our red, and our yellow. Now, does everybody agree? Yes? Okay. Well, our secondary colors will be a combination of two primary in equal parts. So this means if I mix blue with red, I'm going to get my violet. If I mix my red with yellow, I'm going to get my orange. And then yellow with blue, I'm going to get my green. That will be my secondary colors. If I have my blue will cancel my orange. So if you guys want to write this down, this is really important to know. So my blue will cancel orange. And my green will cancel red. And then my violet will cancel yellow. Everybody agree? Okay. Well, let's continue then. With Pravana, this is what we call our color family direction. And our color family direction with our naturals, as you see here, we don't have a number because they will be mentioned as N, and they will have a slight blue base. Now, our ash will have a number 1 or a letter A. But if you want to know the base color of our number 1 is green. Our beige will be labeled as number 2 or blue violet, as you see the letters. So if you're converting or you're new to Pravana, this is really good to keep in mind that they have numbers and letters. So our number 2 will be blue violet. Now our number 3 golden will be a number 3, and it will have a G for gold. A number 4 will be our copper family. You see 4C, and it will be orange base. Our mahogany will be a number 5, and it will have a BR for violet red. A number 6 will be red, and it will be red base too. And a number 7 will be violet, and it will be violet base. Everybody got that? Okay, thank you. If by any chance you think I'm going too fast, just stop me, please. Now, this is another really important thing to know. So I'm going to ask you guys if you want to write it down. That would be really important for you to just, remind you if you already knew it. Now, this is our natural level. We're a level system 1 through 10. And this is the description of the hair and contributed pigment. This is what's under the hair, depending on the natural level, and this is what we use to correct the base. So if I'm talking of a level 3, I'm talking about a dark brown. This is red underlying pigment. So I will need to neutralize that with a green base. Now, if I'm talking about a number 4, that's a brown, and that will be red, orange underlying pigment. So I will need green, blue base on my color. If I'm talking about a number 5, will be light brown, and that's an orange. So I will need a blue base. A number 6 will be dark blonde, and that will be orange yellow, so I will need blue violet. And a number 7 will be blonde, that will be, as you see here, it will change from orange to yellow and yellow to orange. But still, I will use my blue violet. Now, number 8 will be light blonde, and it will be yellow, so I will neutralize that with my violet. As we just did the color wheel, as you notice that what was opposite or what cancels what. So this violet will cancel the yellow. Now on level 9 will be very light blonde, and I will have light yellow, and my violet would cancel that. And my ultralight blonde will be pale yellow, and my violet will cancel that too. Now, as I was saying, we are a level system 1 through 10. We always have our darkest shade that almost will be black, a level 1, and then our extra or super light will be a number 10. And 5 usually be our brown. This is really, really important. Percent of tones. And I have some examples here of some colors that I brought with me. Like I was saying, this is not a hashtag or anything like that. It is a number, a number of, to mention the number sign. So this one, level of deposit. So as you see here, I have this box here that says 7N. This means that it is our natural. So like I was saying, this one will have a light blue base. So this is 100% of whatever tone it is. So this one is just natural. So at level 7, I will know that it's a little bit light because it's a level 7. Or it will say they're blonde. I will have the 7 and the N. So our N's will have a slight blue base. Now, if I'm talking about a color that have a number, a decimal, and a number, like this one here that I have here as 7.3, this one, the level will be the first number, and then after the decimal will be the base color. So this one, it is a level 7, and the number 3, as we already mentioned what base it was gold. Doesn't everybody agree? Okay, so it is a 7.3 gold. And that will be 100% of that tone. The second one is mentioning a number, a decimal, and 2 numbers. But what about if they're different, like this example here, decimal 37. This means that the first number will be a primary pigment, 70%. So we will have, in the second number, 30%. So this 0.37, this means 70% of gold and 30% of violet. Okay? Now the next one will be a number, a decimal, a 0, and a number. This means that the first number will be the level, and then the next one we're missing because it's a 0. As we see there, it is a 0. So this means that this is going to be a sheer color. Like this one, we have the example here, 0.02. So this means that we're missing that 70% primary tone. So this one will be sheer, and we will only have 30% of that pigment. So that will be, since we already know the number 2 is blue violet, this will be only 30% of your blue violet pigment. Now the next one, a number, a decimal, a number, and a 0. Now you see how you're missing that last number? So this one, 7, decimal 40, is this one that I have on my hand. This one will be a brighter color. This one have 70% of copper, and you're missing that 30%. So this will be a brighter version of copper. If you see a number that is double number of the same, this will be intense. Almost like if you say intense or double of the same pigment. So 7.44 is the same copper, orange base, so this will be an intense copper tone. And sometimes if we don't really, when we don't really know the shades, it's always excellent to have on hand your swatch book and to check the difference between each other. Okay? Made demi-permanent color just by mixing with your zero lift. So if you want a demi color, just mix it with your zero lift, and there you go. You have on the same tube, you have your permanent color and your demi-permanent color. What do you need demi-permanent colors for? Many uses. Sometimes people that you have customers that like to change their hair color a lot. So those are the people that will be great for using demi. People that maybe they did a work at their house and they have their hair really damaged now, but you extracted the color with our hair color extractor, then that will be another client, a very good perspective to use demi. So really good thing to keep in mind. How long do they work? This one, starting with the first one, our zero lift, it is no levels, you're not going to achieve any lift. So it's none. And how long does it work is 20 to 30 minutes. Now, our level 10, that's minimal lift, maximum deposit. And you can leave it on for 30 minutes, for up to 30 minutes. And our 20 volume is up to one level, and that's kind of like our standard for gray coverage. And if you cover in gray by any chance, sometimes it will be better to leave it up to 45 minutes. But standard kind of like 30 minutes. 30 volume, that will give you up to 2 levels of lift, and that will be for a lighter, brighter effect. And up to 45 minutes of processing time. Now your 40 volume is up to 3 levels of lift and maximum lift, and is up to 45 minutes. 30 or 40 plus triple zeros is 3 plus levels for super light blondes, and you can leave it on up to 45 minutes. And just a mixing review, 1 part color to 1.5 parts developer for a Chroma Silk Cream hair color. Chroma Silk Super Light Blondes is the only one that is mixed 1 to 2, either 30 or 40 volume, but they are suggested on starting levels 6 and up. My Pure Light Power Liner is micro encapsulated, so I have a small little beads inside. They help you to maintain the integrity of the hair. It's time release control processing, blue violet base, so it helps you neutralize that yellow orange while you're lifting the hair. So at the same time that you're lifting, you're neutralizing those unwanted tones. No puffing. And another really good thing is the same one is on and off scalp. The only thing you will have to do is change the developer, but the same one will work for on and off the scalp. And you can get up to 7 levels of lift and beyond. If you want, if you want to apply it on scalp, the only thing that you have to do is change the developer. You can either use it with 0 lift, 10 or 20, and if it's off scalp, you can use 0 lift, 10, 20, 30, or 40 volume. And this one, another great thing to know is that it's mixed 1 to 3. So 1 ounce of powder to 3 ounces of developer. So you're getting a lot of product. And I know some of you might be thinking, well, it's going to be too watery. It is not. Really, it is not. After you mix it, just start mixing. until it starts getting into a creamy consistency. Can be used on hair extensions. We suggest that before you add any hair color to hair extensions, you shampoo the hair with pure liner and zero lift to just take that coating. Even though they say that it's 100% human hair, they still have a coating. So to take that coating away, you have to add zero lift with your pure liner to clean the hair really good before you perform a hair color service to your hair extensions. And we do have an app. So I know there's many apps for many things. Well, Pravana has their own app, and it might be really helpful for you if you're new to Pravana. Even if you're not new, it might give you sometimes it might be a tricky case, and they might give you an idea or another idea of what you already thought. It will ask you, their natural level, desired level, percentage of gray, and they will formulate for you. So that's really good to know that we do have an app and you can look for it. And we do have other classes, and these are the names of the other classes that we have for 2015. So if you ever get interested and at your salon and you want to have your own class, you might ask your SSC how can you qualify, but this is the names of the different classes that we have right now. And another great thing from Pravana to know is that we have Chroma 6 certification. How can you do that? You go online and it's totally free. It gives the stylist unlimited access to the finest information in hair color techniques. At Pravana Connect, you can go on there and we have some colored modules that you take, and after you take their course and take a quiz, you can get certified as a Chroma Silk certified certification. And out of this class, you will get a certificate too. You just have to go online under education.pravana.com, and they're gonna ask you for my name, the name of the class, and the date, and you answer a few questions. Just answer everything yes, 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 and you can get a certificate. Just download it and you will have a certificate. It's always really good to have certificates of classes that you have taken before, especially that sometimes you work in a place and you want to go somewhere else. They always love to see that you're a stylist that is always look to upgrade yourself. So I hope you enjoy my class, and I see you next time.